Hello and welcome to Stories of the Sun and Moon, told by me, Dawn Nelson, a professional storyteller with a passion for nature, landscape and heritage connection. As we follow the wheel of the year, I will be sharing folk tales from the English and Scandinavian traditions that focus on the sun and the moon, the light and the dark, the day and the night. As we celebrate the shortest day in the year, we call back the sun and recognise beginnings and endings in the Norse creation story. Within this story there are two wolves, Skoll and Hati. Skoll chases the sun and Hati the moon. Every now and then they get a bit too close for comfort and almost swallow the sun or the moon respectively. In this way they are responsible for the eclipses and the darkest days of winter. Until that is, the day comes that will end all days. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So grab yourself a hot drink and somewhere to sit, and I'll tell you the Norse tale of how the world came to be. In the beginning, there was darkness. Cold, black, sooty darkness. Not sooty like ash, like the ending of something. No, this was the beginning. Dark like the womb, dark like an unknown day, and dark like the seeds of a forest that lie beneath the earth not yet grown. From the south, the mighty fires of Muspell came, bringing warmth and destruction, and from the north in Niflheim came ice and stillness to temper its power. Through the swirling mists and clawing cold of Niflheim sprung a well, and from that well flowed the 11 rivers of Hvergelmere. Where Muspell and Niflheim lose their former selves, there lies Ginnungagap, the yawning gap, the maw of creation and a mighty chasm. Relentlessly the rivers travel towards the centre, across the ice and the fire, bringing with them cinder, slag and slush to create a slaggy, claggy mush that fills Ginnungagap and creates Alevagar, the river within the gap. Where the ice and the fire mix with the rivers and meet, they fill the nooks and crannies of that giant crevasse, and it is said that within Ginnungagap it is as mild as the windless sky. With help from the water, a golden seed slowly travels to the top of the worlds, and from it grows a tree. This is the tree from which all plants shall have their origins. Its 3 roots each sit in a well, one in Niflheim, one in Helheim, and one in Ginnungagap itself. This tree will become known as Yggdrasil, and within its mighty arborous arms sits an eagle who holds the knowledge of all things. At the base of the tree, the dragon Nidhogg nibbles at the roots, and between the two runs Ratatoska, the squirrel. This squirrel conveys messages from the eagle to the dragon, causing mischief and misunderstanding. Meanwhile, in Ginnungagap, life is once more forming. From the slaggy, claggy mess comes Ymir, a gigantic man, the first of the Jotun, fetid and sweating, alone in his being. And from the sweat that forms on his skin as he sleeps, his children are born. Mimir and Bestla, and they in turn give birth to generations of Jotuns, a nation of giants who live in the land of Jotunheim. From the swirling mists of Niflheim a mighty oryx appears, Ordomla, an enormous cow, and from her come 4 rivers of milk to sustain the Jotun and their children. It is an onerous task and a thirsty one, and so Ordomla licks the ice of Niflheim to quench her thirst. She licks, and on the first day golden hair appears from the ice. She licks, and on the second day a man's head emerges. She licks, and on the third day a man pulls himself from the ice and drinks the milk of Ordomla. This is Buri, the first god of the Norse, and his son will be Bor. Once grown, Bor marries the Jotun Bestla, and they have 3 children of their own, Odin, Vili, and Ve. From the first day they lay eyes on the Jotun, regardless of their mother's origins, the brothers are set against them. Once they are grown, and after many battles, the three brothers are the death of Ymir, that first fetid, steaming giant, their grandfather. Ymir's blood runs thick and fast, and all but a few of the Jotun are drowned in it, unable to hold back its tide. The brothers look at the destruction they have brought about and decide to make right by creating a new world, Midgard. They look around for something to fashion Midgard with, for this will become Earth, our world, the human world. From Ymir's skull they create the sky, placing the corners on the four corners of the earth, finally covering Ginnungagap. Ymir's brain becomes the clouds, and who knows what thoughts they hold. Finally, the glowing embers of Muspel are used to create the sun, the moon, and the stars. From the roots of the great ash tree Yggdrasil comes Ask, the first man, and from an elm tree Emla, the first woman. The brother Vili puts blood in their veins, Ve thoughts in their head, and Odin, the Allfather, breathes life into their lungs. Next, the three brothers turn to Jotunheim once more, and from the giants that are left there, they take a mother and a son, night and day. They are each placed in a chariot destined to ride around the world for eternity. The brothers have one last task to allocate, and so from Midgard they take two humans, Sol and Mani. Mani will carry the moon, and Sol will carry the sun, both in horse-drawn carriages. As they travel across our skies, they are each chased by a solitary wolf, Skoll and Hati. They are snapping at their heels until the day to end all days arrives, Ragnarok. On this day, the wolves will catch the sun and the moon, and darkness will fall on the 9 worlds. But until that day comes, Odin and his children will have many more adventures across the 9 realms. But those stories, my friends, are for another day. The Norse creation story is a story that is as old as time and could be found in the Poetic Edda. It was first written down in the 13th century. However, it was much older than that and carried on through the oral traditions of the Norse folk. It was retold today by me, Dawn Nelson.